What's up, everybody? I'm Rick,
And I'm Anna.
and today we're gonna be watching some reality TV, and especially a specific reality TV show, 90 Day Fiancé.
90-Day Fiancé.
So, for those of you who don't know about that show, 90 Day Fiancé is a show in which an American would get a their fiance to get to the U.S.
Right, a fiancé from
From
outside
abroad,
of
yeah.
the US, obviously.
And from that moment on, the fiance has a fiance visa, and they have 90 days to get married.
Right. And we're coming at it from like an interesting perspective, right? Because we're a couple kind of like the ones
On that show,
on
yeah.
the show, right?
Because we met abroad, we met in Japan, the two of
Yeah.
us. We were from two different countries. I'm from Canada, you were from.
Romania.
And we ended up getting married. We're now living in Canada
Yeah.
together. So even though, it's not the exact same situation, but we know what it's like to be one, and a long distance relationship,
Yeah.
because we had that for a long time, and two, and
Like an
international.
international couple.
Yeah, exactly. So we thought, it'd be interesting to give kind of our feedback and our commentary on 90 Day Fiancé,
Yeah.
which is a show that, thrives on this idea of international couples, right?
Right.
So we're just gonna...
Right up our alley.
Yes, we're just gonna chill, watch this. I got a beer over here,
I got some orange juice.
and what we're gonna be watching here is a couple in particular, Big Ed and Rose.
Yes.
Okay, so Big Ed is a mayonnaise in the air loving guy who meets Rose, a girl from the Philippines, and they hit it off online.
Right.
And throughout the show, we see how their relationship evolves and
Let's see.
the places that it gets to.
I'm Ed. I'm 54 years old. People know me as Big Ed. Rain. I'm actually 4'11", not in heels. I'm kidding. No.
Okay, let's make it clear. I'm not laughing at his joke. I'm laughing at how he thinks he's funny.
My girlfriend is Rosemarie. She's 23 years old, and she lives in the Philippines.
So this is the girlfriend in question, Rosemary, 23 years old. He's 54.
Yeah.
So already we have
So wait, that's 31? Yeah, that's 31 years
difference.
age difference.
So
Oh, that's
what do you think of that age difference in a relationship?
I mean, what do I think of it? Like, do I think it's a problem? No. Would I ever do that? No. Problem. I don't. Yeah, 31 years old feels like a lot, to me.
Yeah. But
I don't know. Like,
I think it
people-
also depends when it's starting, right? If she's 30 and he's,
60?
50 or 60 or whatever, 30-year-old, you know what you're doing, you know what you're getting yourself into.
A 23-year-old can. know
23,
too.
I remember doing some pretty stupid stuff back when I was 23,
That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, I met you when I was 23.
Oh, yeah.
I was 22, actually.
Case in point.
No, but I mean, I don't think that the age difference itself, like by itself, is necessarily an issue. I think you have to look at other elements of the relationship, and then you can say like other issues coupled with the age difference could be, a little bit of a red flag.
Of a red
but
flag.
The age difference itself.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we get some other red flags as we keep on. Of course, I was the stupid mistake the 22-year-old did, not the other way around.
Every morning, the first thing she does when she wakes up is she sends me a photograph.
Now that's nice. Every morning she sends a photograph.
And we used to do that too.
We used to do that every day, like not even just in the morning, before going to sleep, but
Yeah,
also
it was
like
too, like 1 a.m, 1 before going to sleep.
yeah, but also like whenever I was going out, whenever I was doing something, anything, like here's what I'm doing, here's
Yeah.
where I am. Like that's definitely a part of long distance relationships that thanks to technology
Yeah.
makes it a bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, that's cute. It's not,
Yeah.
right? Even the little
Does he
message,
also
right?
send the Does he also send the picture back?
Right, he didn't say.
He didn't mention that.
Yeah. But they met on social media, right? Which is different because we met in person.
Yeah, that's
We were
true.
studying. By the way, if any one of you want to hear that full story of how we met,
Yeah.
we're gonna link to a video down there. You can check that out. But yeah, that's cute. That's
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as far as I know, Rose hasn't received any of the many gifts that I've sent. I've probably spent over $5,000.
$5,000 on gifts and shipping, and you don't even know
If she
if
got
they're
it.
getting there.
Yeah. I mean, from what I get, she didn't get anything yet. Does that mean they didn't arrive yet?
So is he trying to put doubt
Yeah.
that, oh, maybe she got them, but she's lying about
She's
it?
lying, yeah.
I mean, I don't know about that, but $5,000 and you're not sure. I would have waited after the first gift, like, let's see if this works actually.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually, why are you sending $5,000 worth of gifts?
Yeah, like what? Because here's the thing. I get that. At least so far the picture that they're painting here is that she doesn't have a lot of financial means. So he's helping her, which is understandable in itself. But $5,000 worth of stuff in just a couple of months?
Yeah, kind of feels like you're trying to buy her.
Yeah, it does, right?
Kind of feels like that, Big Ed. Wow.
Yeah.
People that I've told about Rosemarie, they're very skeptical, and some of them were very worried.
So here's another element, right, of a long distance relationship, or I guess in their case they never met. But he's saying like his friends and families are worried, skeptical. Did you experience any of that?
I mean, in a way, not that anyone was worried about you or skeptical of
Look at
you or
this
your
face.
intentions. They wouldn't have.
Wouldn't
No,
you
no
trust me
possible.
with your $5,000?
But more in the sense that people are skeptical of long distance relationships. Or
In
like,
general, yeah.
Exactly. Like,
That's not gonna work.
are you sure this is gonna work out? Like, do you really know, what's happening? Like, are you sure that you want this for yourself and all of this stuff? Yeah, for sure. I've heard some of
And I think on his hand, having sent all that, of course people are going to be even more
right.
worried. Right?
Exactly. But I have a question here, though. Why is he sending them? Can't he just order stuff online directly to her from maybe like
Closer?
Yeah. And it would arrive and it wouldn't cost so much to ship them there? Like, that sounds kind of stupid to me.
Yeah, because he said he spent more on shipping than on the
Yeah,
things.
exactly.
Okay.
It's been difficult, it's been lonely. But I was too afraid to let anybody get that close to me again.
Why? Because he said he cheated on his wife and that's why his marriage ended. So why did he say I was too afraid to
let somebody
anyone get close to me again?
Your wife should be the one saying that.
Yeah, exactly.
She was the one betrayed.
And I mean, you don't know how affairs work and stuff like this, but I think that comment is kind of out of place in this situation.
It kind of seems like he's trying to paint himself as
the
sad victim.
I was hurt by what happened when really you were the one who
doing the hurting.
caused it. Yeah.
You're staying at her house?
I bought pillows, because my skin is soft, so I bought sheets.
So all those gifts actually were for himself?
When he gets there. I mean...
Because he said he bought her sheets, he bought her pillows.
Yeah, true.
And then it's like, oh, I need those.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm guessing like kitchen appliances. He said he sent a
grill
toaster.
for the dad.
A grill.
Is it because he wants, his barbecue?
I mean, you know what? I don't think so. Because even if he was planning on going there, are you gonna send $5,000 worth of stuff just for like
your comfort?
a week or two that you're gonna spend there?
I mean, did he ask them what they wanted? and then he sent stuff, or did he send stuff that he thinks she would like, or did he send stuff that, oh, I know I'll need this,
Yeah.
and then she can keep it?
Right.
Because that's what it seems like.
Maybe.
I also bought a ring, and I plan to ask Rose to marry me.
That man just put
is he
mayonnaise in his
doing?
hair. I was saying in the beginning, mayonnaise loving head. Isn't that one of the tricks, to keep your hair lush?
Oh, imagine the smell. Oh, the smell of like mayonnaise mixed with like the smell of, like your hair when it gets wet. Oh, gross.
I found out that mayonnaise makes it smoother and less dry. I smell like an egg salad sandwich.
Yes, that's the smell that I was talking about.
An egg salad sandwich.
Oh.
So as he's saying, like, I'm self-conscious about my appearance, and he's just putting all the mayonnaise in his hair.
I mean, I know he said he has to be cautious of products that he uses, because of his skin condition, and I mean that can be serious. It can be difficult. But I'm sure there has to be
something better
one
out
hair
there.
oil out there that you can use.
Like mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise.
Ketchup, at least. I mean, come on, Ed.
Can I say hi to Prince?
Say hi.
Hi, Prince.
Hi, Daddy. Tingnan ka. Hi, Daddy.
Oh.
Kid calls him Daddy. Oh, that's problematic. I find that very problematic.
Yeah, so we just saw Ed. First conversation that we see between the two of them with Rose.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, she has a kid. Hey, Prince. Say hi, Daddy.
That is so... here's the thing. It's not even just about... They haven't even met in person. These kind of things can have such a huge impact on a kid. Such a huge impact. And I feel like even if you do get together and she does move to the US with him and with the kid, you need to be so solid in your relationship, like so sure of it, before the kid would, you would encourage the kid to call his stepdad daddy.
And you have to know that he's going to be a good dad for the kid.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we saw earlier with his own kid, his daughter, he's having issues, right?
Yeah.
Because of this relationship, right? The daughter doesn't want to talk to him anymore.
It's not the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's different kind of problems that you have with an adult child.
Yeah.
Your adult child, rather than, that doesn't mean that
But you take all of that into consideration,
Yeah.
right? What is your relationship with your kid before I let you...
Yeah, exactly. Have a relationship with mine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I have not been exactly honest with Rose. Yeah, I'm 5'2" too, and I'm not. I'm 4'11".
So I don't know American measurements, but like lying about your height is such a stupid thing to do. I mean, I don't know how much is the difference between 4'11" and 5'2". I'm not sure.
But if she's gonna see it,
She's gonna see you. Yeah, exactly. Why would you lie about something that there's no way in hell you could ever hide?
That's a great way to start a relationship, right? With a lie.
Oh, that's okay.
About why she has so many friends online. The minute, I start talking about those things, she kind of disappears.
Well, first of all, I would think internet connection is something you would get used to when you're in a long distance relationship.
Yeah, things cutting. Yeah, that happens.
That can happen often. I don't know how I feel about this.
Jealousy is
a little bit of jealousy, right?
A little bit much, right?
You have too many friends on Facebook, and what about your ex-boyfriend? She has an ex-boyfriend. Not everybody, but like...
Chances are she would have had an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. She has a kid, for God's sake, so she must have at least one ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
And
I'm guessing, they're having this conversation now so that, they can show it to the camera. They probably talked about it before, because it also felt a little bit like all of a sudden everything at once, like, oh, you have so many friends, and you have, what about your ex-boyfriend? I'm worried about that, you know what I mean? Feels like a lot, but maybe they've had these conversations over time. Even so,
Maybe he's insecure and he brings it up all the time.
That's also the possibility, definitely, yes. And it does pair up with something that he said earlier. He was asking her, like, how do you know I'm the one for you? Why did you pick me? Why do you love me? You know, like, he's looking for reassurance a lot. That's a tough one to have, like, these kind of insecurities about your relationship when you're in a long distance relationship.
Yeah, that's not gonna go very far.
The truth is that no matter what your partner from like halfway across the world would tell you, you know, if you don't trust them, nothing could, you know, take away that feeling of you know, of insecurity.
Yeah,
that's difficult.
I mean, if you're too insecure, just work on yourself. Put a bit more mayonnaise on the hair. You know, there are tricks that you can do.
I'm going to ask that she take an STD test. I need to know that she is being honest.
What did he just say? What?
How did we get from here to there? You know, it's like, you have so many friends on Facebook.
Take an STD test. What? Here's the thing. Also, if, and obviously I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm actually, I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. But I don't think that's the case, that she's talking to any of her other Facebook friends the way she's talking to him.
I've seen her face chat with Ed. She is sweet, I can give her that. But I just wish I knew more about her.
That's a little bit presumptuous of the friend / coworker. Oh, I wish I
knew more
about her. Like, are you really in a position to be saying something like that? I don't know, it's a little bit... Here's the thing, to a certain extent, I understand his mom, you know, wanting some more details, his daughter maybe having some kind of opinion, because it's his family, right? So his relationship would, to a certain extent, affect them. Now, I'm not saying that they should necessarily, or that he should necessarily do what they want him to do, but I understand them having something to say about it, maybe, you know, like, hey, you're my son or you're my dad, here's what I think of this situation, now you do what you want to do. But the friend / coworker has no, like, stakes in this. Why is her opinion of it, like, already negative without even meeting the girl?
That's the thing that bothers me. It's like, oh, I wish I knew more about her. She seems like a nice girl, but I wish I knew more. As if, like, there's something nefarious going on. You don't even know her.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like as a friend, you would be like, oh, that seems great. I'm glad you're happy. I hope she's great. I hope the meeting goes well.
Yeah, like, even if maybe you have some reservations, you can, even then you can put it in like a positive nuance. Like you said, like, oh, I hope things turn out well for you.
Yeah.
When you say, I hope things turn out well, it means that
there's a chance that
they won't, but I hope they will. You know, like, you're in no position to I don't know, say anything more than that. And least of all, to be wanting things to happen.
It's like you're demanding. I wish I...
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure what I wanted to bring. I've sent so many boxes, so I don't even know if they have a microwave or they've ever experienced popcorn, but just kind of some of the things I like.
If they've ever experienced
popcorn.
Also, not that maybe it's not so obvious to everyone, but you don't necessarily need the microwave to make popcorn.
Yeah.
Like, people were making popcorn before, you know, they had microwaves.
One thing though, I'm seeing him make his bag here and talk about like how I'm bringing just some of the things I like, right? Not, I thought she might like this.
Yeah.
I thought she might be interested in tasting this.
You know, there's, I don't know, like, maybe you could think of it as, oh, these are some of the things I like and I want to share them with her, you know.
I mean, this coupled with I sent sheets there that I don't want to use myself.
It feels like
pillows.
it's so much about him.
Yeah, I sent a grill there because I'm not so sure about the food. He said so, you know?
Yeah.
So, kind of feel like...
Yeah, definitely. It's suspicious.
Yeah.
Come on. I need that wine for my trip.
Is it gonna fit?
Have you noticed this guy has a sticker of his face on the door?
I just noticed that. That is weird. It's just like, oh, just in case people don't know who lives here.
Yeah.
There's a sticker on the front door.
This is big ass house.
Don't freak out. Oh my God, don't freak out.
You
I bought it
gotta
right.
be kidding me, dude. What the? Are you serious right now?
That is a big ring.
Mhm.
Am I too impressed? I don't know. That seems like a really big ring to me.
So, what do you think of that though? Like, he's ready to propose but the ring already.
Yeah.
After what, 3 months in this relationship?
You know, 3 months, yeah, it's a bit short for sure, but it's not the 3 months that thing that bothers me. It's the fact that they never met in person. I feel like you would want to meet the person in person before making a decision about proposing.
The
you
person
know?
in person. Because when you meet the person in person, it might be a different person than the person you thought was the person you were talking
Yeah,
to in person.
could be
Or not in person.
4'11" instead of 5'2" or something
Yeah.
like this. But not just that, but I mean, even if there were no lies and things like this involved, even if things went smoothly and your conversations online were great and everything was fine, you don't really know. There's always a chance that when you meet in person, there's just no chemistry. Like, even if you look at the picture and you're like, oh, she's pretty, like, you might meet her in person and be like, something's off, like, would you then want to proceed with that that relationship? Like, it's just,
You go there for a trip, you guys
Yeah.
get to meet, you mingle, you meet the family. Then maybe on the
second
another
trip,
yeah.
then that's when you propose. I don't know, like, it's okay, it's a bit rushed.
When I told my daughter Tiffany about Rosemarie, she stopped talking to me because she's upset that Rosemarie is 6 years younger than she is.
So we talked about the age difference earlier, but there's another element to that, right? The daughter is upset because she's saying, hey, your girlfriend's younger than me. That's weird. And I gotta say, I would be weirded out too.
It is weird, yeah. It's especially weird because, not necessarily because of the age difference between him and the girlfriend, but because as the daughter, like, would you even know how to communicate with that person? Like, you're younger than me, even like by 6 years, that's significantly younger. But you're dating my dad.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
And of course, they're both adult. They can do whatever they want. I'm just saying, it'd be weird, right?
Yeah, of course. Like, I'm not saying this should necessarily stop him or them from being together. But it would definitely have to be a long and thoughtful conversation, with the daughter.
I wanted to FaceTime, but I know that you're not picking up. God forbid something should ever happen to me. I want you to know that I love you.
The guilt trip. The guilt tripping. Oh my God. You didn't pick up the phone, so just in case I die, I want you to know that I love you.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's
definitely how it comes out, right? God
Yeah.
forbid something happens to
yeah,
me.
exactly.
You should feel bad you didn't pick up.
Right, exactly. Oh, that's horrible.
I know this has been tough. Okay, well, can we talk when I get back?
Yeah.
I feel like we can go now.
So it ends on an emotional note there with the daughter coming back.
It is an emotional moment indeed, yes. But at the same time, the guilt tripping worked.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
So he's on his way. He's in the plane.
Yeah.
He's going to meet her. This was just the introduction, right?
Right.
To the different people we have. Big Ed on one side, Rose on the other side of the world, literally.
And then, the friends and family and...
All against it. And not only the friends and family are all suspicious. Big Ed kind of suspicious of her too, right?
Yeah, and like I have to say, suspicious for seemingly no reason.
She has a lot of friends on Facebook,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I mean, you know,
And you
what-
don't know which one of those Facebook friends gave her an STD. Oh my god, that's like just horrible. Horrible.
oh, this guy. But I guess next time we're gonna be seeing the meeting at
Yeah.
the airport, and Anna, this is something that we're both kind of used to.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't our first meeting because we met in person, but we were long distance for a long time, and every time we would meet at airports, it was a big moment, you know.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's definitely a feeling that I remember way too well. And you know, it's emotional and it's really intense, and it's definitely something special.
Yeah, and we're gonna be seeing that special meeting next time.
Yeah.
If you want to be there watching that video with us, we invite you to join us by subscribing and you know, get yourself comfy, get yourself a beer or the drink of your choice. Lean back on your chair. We'll be watching some more of Big Ed and Rose's journey together. So yeah, subscribe. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.